Hi, my beautiful soul tribe. Good morning. It is Libra Light Readings, LLR, and we are here in the tarot room, the traditional purple one. Welcome. Today is going to start off with advice if retrograde has been tough for you. It was a request, and I thought it was a fantastic idea to get you a video today where it speaks of your state of things during retrograde. A lot of return people come back. The big solar one is on Monday, or I'm sorry, it's on the 8th. And I don't know why I said Monday. Maybe something happens on Monday for you. We're going to get started with traditional tarot. And I'm just going to shuffle my deck here. I don't know. The Two of Cups was upright as I grabbed it. So I take those as signs. I'm just going to show you. So on the deck, when I found it on my desk, it was like this. It was the only card that was up. And I found that kind of fascinating. All right. So advice upcoming. This is the Awakened Tarot, the beautiful one. I've seen some with red. I've seen this deck with a red backing, so I'm not sure if there's different editions. Welcome, the advice for your spiritual upgrades during this season. This one was a tough one, you guys. We'll get this one. Knight of Swords. Okay, second partner to the Knight of Swords is the Nine of Cups. So refreshing from our readings last night, we definitely had closures from last night. We had periods of ending. And I'm just going to move this sushi because it's in the way. Is a little sushi that we made. The Nine of Cups is a single and content person that perhaps could be alone today or they're in isolation. But they do have, you know, when you look at this card, look at it it's almost gluttonous, this card, of him being happy. This can be a single male on the channel. And I'm not calling you gluttonous. I'm just saying it's a happy card of even if you're alone, you are quite sufficient in your alone time. We do have a message coming in. I take this card now as downloads, very heavy downloads coming in as songs speaking to you. And last night I looked up that Frank Sinatra one. I got The World on a String. I actually read the lyrics and I listened to it very intently. I put my headphones on and I just zone out. And what's going on, I'll just flash it to you guys so you could see your signals. The lyrics almost propose you to cry because of how deep it resonates with you as an adult. When you were a kid hearing that song, you never felt the impact. You were just like, it's happy. My dad loves this song. My mom does. And as an adult, you see things so different. So Libra, let's go with your spiritual awakening. It's led you to be a very brutally, strength-filled person. There's a brutality in your strength. There's something here that people might even envy about the way you carry yourself. So, and pay attention to the images in the back. I take those as messages in the back. The Leo card here, it actually speaks of a physical armor. And right now there could be a little bit of rage inside of you as the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, they combine. They basically finish on the 8th. And they're going to be massively emotional. We cannot deny what this does to our placement, even where our birth sits in our chart, where all of those interact to make us a whole person. I feel like someone even envies how strong you are, how capable you are of putting this together. And if you have kids, even more, because I feel like you have to show a brave side to your children with that strength card. Also, I feel here there's a little romance coming in, but we'll look at that next. We do have an Emperor next in shuffle. This is definitely the father of the tarot, the big daddy of them all. If we talk about his spirit in technical terms, it's an Aries, right? A guy who takes charge. They don't have to be an Aries. They could be a fire sign. They could be any sign. The Emperor is just someone who wants to take control over a situation. I think here too, what's going on is as you walk away into a new chapter, there's a very vehement sign that you must do so on time, or you even feel like you have to do it on time to pass a certain test or to pass sort of an emotional test. And what I see here is the Emperor throws a wrench in this story, okay? They've changed something in the dynamic between the two of you. The world closing out very toxic cycles, and also the friendships, the people that can't come with you. They don't vibe on the same level as you anymore. I want to talk about how this lens, before we continue with your reading, how this lens to you this morning, the World card. It's almost like when you vibe with a low vibrational person, when you're talking to them and you're just like, I'm going to give this conversation a chance, even though we're not the same level here, you find that when you talk to them or when they're speaking matters, they don't even view something as maybe dear or as dedicated as you. So there's a huge change up vibrationally. And you'll know that because you won't have as much interest. Okay. And I'm speaking to those of you that have already experienced this moment. So you're closing out the toxic relationships, people who yell, people who complain, especially if this is at your workplace. It's not of you, okay, because you're becoming somewhat of an emperor, taking matters into your own hands. And so let's continue. We got the Three of Cups. We have an engagement coming up, or I feel like there's an invite. I do believe there's somewhat of a work atmosphere vibe here. I am sensing like the coworkers that are coming along, they're getting excited about it. There could be a chat room where a lot of people are discussing what this is going to be. Perhaps a work trip is also what I see in the Three of Cups. And it just means that gatherings are happening with your family very soon, or it's even today for you on Saturday. Background is the woods. Could be there somewhere in a park or something. Okay, next card in shuffle was the Eight of Wands. Before I do some clarifications next to the Ten of Swords. We saw this in last night's reading. A huge card about recognizing what we've finished. The Ten of Swords is, what have I finished? Am I accomplishing it by not speaking to these toxic individuals, or I'm not allowing it back into my life? You can only go up from the Ten of Swords, which means it's an experienced card. You felt this. We got to clarify the Ten of Swords for some of you who had that moment. Could have been coming in as a tower moment, a revelation, how someone speaks to you and their delivery of words, because you do get a lot of this today. I feel like people want to communicate with you. They really want to get to the bottom of what you're up to. The Four of Cups repeating again, and Justice. I love the Justice card from the Awakened Tarot deck because it just means that you're standing in your reading. You're clarifying some of these thoughts, not all, but you're here to say, I'm taking care of things. I even take care of myself. I get to, from this card today, there's something surprising about a plan that you will do for yourself. It's almost like it's off the cuff. You're going to go to a donut shop, or I feel like it's a spa day or a massage day. I feel like it almost gets off better than you thought. You could run into someone that's recognizable from your past with the Three of Cups. I feel like it's something that's planned that ends up being better than you thought. Okay, Ace of Swords, a truth is coming in by the week's end. Also, it ties with that April 8th energy of the beautiful solar eclipse that we're going to have. It's going to impact us all in a different way. It's going to be quite moving. I'm surprised the sun is actually a few cards away, and the Page of Swords. I think this guy is going to come across today in midday readings. I feel like I'm one of the readers today that's getting it early, this card. So I'm going to clarify the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords with the same deck because it's still pretty big. And you can do that if it's still left over with a lot of cards. Okay, the happenings of the Ten of Swords. Thank you. One card wants to go. Queen of Wands, your position, your stature. I do see here a lot of envy, maybe in the workplace, okay? Or this is transversely what I see. People are jealous of how high you've ascended. It can be seen from the color of your skin. I think today you take matters into your own hands and you actually take care of yourself more. So they're going to be sorry because you're just going to get better with the Queen of Wands. And I also think here there's special attentiveness to your feelings. You do not disregard that, which I love about this collective because you put your heart space first. And kudos to you if you actually take special planning to doing that every day. 911 on the clock, which means someone could send you like an emergency message today, or you get a surprise. 911 is usually that angel number for me. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the King of Wands. If you look, it's two attractive people that have something to say to each other. Also, I feel like this King of Wands might have a stubbornness or even a brashness to them at times. So they're very attracted to you. You might even find that you complement each other attractively. That's love for me. And there's going to be here like something that's either you're getting over with this King of Wands completely, or they actually make a return and they want the last word is what I see here. Because 10 of Swords looks like they're coming back for more, and you're gonna rip their little a-hole. No, I'm just kidding. You're gonna rip them in half, I feel, because you have a truth that you also need to display to them. This is also your sword today, which I see. And you can be masculine or feminine, and I feel like that is you giving your truth. It doesn't have to be mean. It doesn't have to be forthright. It doesn't have to be controlling. It just means that you have this sword and you have your own truth. And I just want to leave it there because I feel like that's for a specific part of this collective. Can I see the Page of Swords, please? What are the flippers for the Page of Swords? Seven of Cups. They fantasize about you. They have been confused about your place with your heart the last few days. The Seven of Cups can be confusion. I feel like they want things. They give you mixed messages. I feel like this person gives you mixed signals at times. They confuse you, and they're actually not aware that it's coming from them, this Page of Swords. Their mixed signals actually are the reason why you haven't made a final decision. That's only going to be for some of you in love, where you deal with a Page of Swords in this behavior. Okay? That's a message for maybe only 30 of you. All right, the big lesson of today's morning reading, and we will move on to advice in the next video. We do have the Queen of Swords. I wasn't expecting her this morning. She might show up in other Intuit's videos. The Queen of Swords is Libra. Huge Libran energy. It's also divine feminine, but like the rock solid divine feminine who will only tell you the truth. Okay, and that's what you want to hear too. Queen of Swords is somebody who will tell you exactly the way it happened. She is not going to make up a portion of the story. I feel like if you deal with this confusing Page of Swords, they're just going to get the brunt of your sword. An honest, true depiction of maybe what they've been confusing, if that makes sense. Queen of Swords. I'm very proud of you if you've reached this place where you defend yourself. That's a huge card to see next to Justice. I mean, two Libran energies. They're almost like twins in this story, catapulting each other to a higher ascension. This is going to take you through to the lunar eclipse, or I'm sorry, the solar one. Solar, excuse me. All right, conclusion, please, for love. Four of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person could be very honest with you coming up, or they make a return. A lot of you have reconciliation. Half of this collective is looking back at a past person and might give them a chance. The other half has a new person, okay? Four of Wands is here. I do think it's a graduation. Celebrations happen May, April, June. So there could be a lot of things that you're invited to. I even feel like some of you are doing this today, also with the Three of Cups. Let's go to a part two. I'm just going to reload the camera here. I will have a fresh reading in this second one.